What's up? What's up? My name is E, and I wanted to come in really quick because someone sent me a message about, did you hear the news about Kenya? And I said, what news about Kenya? And they said it was confirmed that Kenya didn't do the revenge P. And I said, girl, I already knew that. I knew that already. I told y'all Kenya didn't do any revenge P. It's not revenge. It's a resume. Don't y'all remember when I said that? It's Easy Escort's resume of her time in Atlanta and Los Angeles. I told y'all that. Don't call it revenge. It's a resume. This is her work history, okay? I showed y'all the screenshots where people had exposed Easy Escort back in the day when she did that 7th Streeter stuff and she was lying, quote unquote, about her sleeping with B.O.B. But then B.O.B. came back and said, no, we had an agreement and you still owe me some sex. Okay? Now, just go back through my Rhoa playlist, but let the record show I already told y'all Easy Escort was paid for her services in full. I told y'all that. Okay? Now, I also did a deep dive 2 months ago, and I told y'all the girl was a webcam model. I told y'all that, and I showed y'all the picture. I told y'all the girl was on camera, and she was in all her innocence, okay?
Bucket naked. You can see they public hairs.
Okay? And then Kenya told y'all on the audio that Easy Escort was Snapchapping her coochie to Yo Gotti or whoever the Negro rapper was, whoever he was. This is information we already knew over here. Okay, you got to click the subscribe button and go back and watch the playlist. Okay, because, yeah, we did this. Okay. Now, I also told y'all about the Pow Pow incident, and I showed y'all the proof of where Easy Escort had threatened other folks in Atlanta with the pow pow when she was at the gas station and somebody cut her off and then she started waving her pow pow through the sunroof. Listen, this girl been doing this is what I'm trying to tell you. She's been out of control. She's been threatening people with weapons. She's been thinking she's the baddest one. And then when you see her, she'll fall over like the Tin Man because the girl is so blown up with plastic. Girl. Anyway, let me pull it back together. What I'm trying to say is I knew Kenya was not lying on Easy Escort when she said that she threatened her with the pow pow. Okay? So this is what I want us to do going forward. I want us to start up the conversation that we should have had at least 60 days ago and ask the real question. Why did Easy Escort lie? Why did Easy Escort milk up all of this attention and sympathy from the Rhoa base to build up her Instagram following? Because when we first knew of her, that girl was not at 100,000 followers. I don't care how many music videos she had done. She was nowhere near 100,000. So she built up her following and her base full of Kenya Moore haters. Period. That's the people who follow her. Kenya Moore haters. Now, she built this following by playing the victim, and I want you all to ask yourselves the question, why did Easy Escort post on her IG stories the definition of revenge P and cry wolf and say, it doesn't feel good to be bullied by someone I thought would have embraced me? That's the question I want y'all to ask. And then I want to know, if Portia, Cynthia, Drew, who are the other hosts, Shamia, Kelly, I want to know, how are all of those girls so real with themselves and others, but they can still follow the escort on Instagram and film with this girl like nothing ever happened? How did they go through 3 months of filming with this lady? But then when you click the channel and then you look at Basketball Wives, those girls have their foot on Jackie's neck. They don't even want to film with Jackie. And then when you go back through the Rhoa history, when Phaedra told that lie on Candy, all the ladies band together and said they would not film with Phaedra. They got her funny looking ass right on up off the show. Let's fast forward even with Marlo. The way that Marlo conducted herself, Portia and Kenya came together collectively and said, no, we don't want Marlo on the show. They got funny looking ass Marlo on up off the show as well. You follow me? So why is it after the Pow Pow incident, the ladies could not have come together and rallied behind Kenya and say, oh no, we're not putting up with this. We're not filming with her. It would have been easier to get rid of Easy Escort than to try to push Kenya off the show. And really, that would have saved viewership. So I don't want to hear anything about Drew and Cynthia speaking up now. The only person who spoke up for Kenya publicly when it mattered was Candy. Candy was the only one, and so many people dragged Candy all over Instagram for it. And then Andy was so confused by losing Kenya on the show, he went and hired the crook that he fired for malicious gossip just 6 years ago and said, oh, we're so excited to have you back. Wait a minute. We're so excited to have you back. Honey, we already have enough criminals on the show. What is this? Listen, I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. Just wait until that first episode drops with Easy Escort and that husband of hers. Once people see that man on TV explaining his job and how he makes his money, then we're going to have something else to talk about. And that's all I'm going to say for now. But those are the questions I want you all to keep in mind. If Drew, Portia, Shamia, Kelly, I'm forgetting someone, Cynthia, if these ladies are so real and so true to the game, then how did they even let this girl slide by, filming a whole 3 months, and act like nothing ever happened? All of them need to be held accountable.